You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about Tua Tagovailoa and some quarterback you probably have actually heard of. What is his name? Tom Brady? I believe he had an okay career. His career was pretty okay. I mean, if you consider, 7 Super Bowl championships as okay. Of course, you guys know I'm being very, very facetious there. Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the greatest football player of all time. Now, Tom Brady retired for the second time this year, in his career, because he actually retired a year ago. Then he came back 30 days later, and he retired at the end of this season right here. And this past season, very, very trying for one Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. Very trying. His divorce was out there, very, very public divorce from Giselle. But now he's a free man. And actually, after his divorce was actually announced, Tom Brady and the Bucs, they started playing better. However, it was a little bit too late for that. It was not a very good season for Tom Brady. Now, was he Peyton Manning in his last year? No, he was not. He wasn't. But I believe that the weight of his personal life was all over him. There was this one interview he gave. Man, he looked like he was half dead. Half dead. But that's all in the past now. Tom Brady may actually be pulling a Brett Favre here and coming back for the third time. It's possible. I'm still going to say the percentage chances are low, but however, I believe they're actually increasing. I told Rose the other day, not on the video, we were texting each other. I was like, man, I hope he does come back. I believe the man still has a lot in the tank. He can still play. No doubt about it. I believe if you put him on the Dolphins, he will be much better than he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And one thing, the AFC, though, it is extremely loaded. He would actually have a better opportunity by staying in the NFC. But Miami, they have a bunch of talent. They really do have a bunch of talent, guys. So that actually brings us to Tua, though. Now, Tua is the quarterback, and Tua really was in the MVP conversation last year. But the problem with Tua is he can't stay healthy. That's a major problem with Tua. It's not that he can't play. It's that when he does play, you kind of want to hold your breath because he's made of glass. And not to mention, guys, he had that severe concussion that he had. A lot of people believe he actually had concussions in back-to-back weeks. The Dolphins, I believe, were taking some heat from that. But then on, I believe it was Monday Night Football, he went down and his hands all knotted up, and it was terrifying to watch that. And Tua has been on record that he actually did think about retiring. But he's not going to retire. He actually is under team control, if I'm not mistaken, until 2025. But Tom Brady, when asked about playing for the Dolphins, he did not say no. He never said, hey, they got a quarterback. He never said that. Tom Brady never said, hey, I'm retiring, I'm done. He never said that. So I'm going to give it a 30% chance that Tom Brady actually does come back. Apollo Creed said it best in Rocky IV. I'm a big Rocky IV fan. Apollo Creed told Rocky when he was saying, hey, I want to fight Drago. He said, we're born with this killer instinct that you just can't turn off and on like some radio. He said, we don't even have a choice. I believe that's real. That's one of my favorite lines in all of the Rocky movies. Big Rocky fan, by the way. Bring Stallone back for Creed 4. Just saying. But anyway, look here. Mike Florio writes an article here on Pro Football Talk. He wants Tua to tell Tom Brady to shut up. Quit talking about my job. Now, if I'm Tua, there's no doubt about it that I don't want anybody coming for my job. Now, of course, quarterback, only one QB can play. And there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it that Tom Brady, if it was me, tell you the truth, if I was running Dolphins, Tom Brady said, hey, I want to play for you. No doubt about it. Tom Brady is my quarterback. Tua, you're going to sit on the bench. But I believe this would definitely create a problem because Tua was in the MVP conversation last season, but he can't stay healthy. But if you can get a Tom Brady just won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago in his 40s. Believe it or not, guys, Tom Brady has won 2 Super Bowls in his 40s. 2. He can still play. And we know that he's not injury prone like Tua is. But Mike Florio, right here, demands that Tua tells Tom Brady to shut up. So he writes this: Tua Tagovailoa should send a message to Tom Brady. Quit talking about my job. So I'm going to scroll down here because this is where we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. It says here, Tua's rent is taken care of through 2024 and then some, thanks to the team picking up his 5th-year option. But he still has to prove in 2023, especially as it relates to staying healthy. He needs to protect himself. He knows that. He also needs to protect his turf, arguably. Now, I believe Tua said he's actually was working out with, I believe, a baseball trainer, learning how to slide and everything like that, so he doesn't get all these concussions. Now, Tom Brady, he's never really had that problem. Tom Brady is a pocket passer. He gets rid of the ball super duper fast. This is why Tom Brady was actually able to play until age 45. See, I was never a big fan of these running quarterbacks. I believe that even a guy like Patrick Mahomes is going to have to change his style if he's going to have, a 20-year career. Patrick Mahomes can get away with what he's doing right now because he's still in his 20s. But eventually, guys, all those hits, it's going to slow you down. And even Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is, he's actually struggled with health. But let's continue reading here. Florio writes then, that brings me to the other name in the headline. Tom Brady, retired quarterback. Recently, he was asked if there was any chance he'd unretire and play for the Dolphins. He didn't say no. He didn't say Miami has a quarterback. Instead, he quickly made the point that he's currently not attached to any team, which clearly implies he can sign with any team at any time. Yeah, Tom Brady's a free agent. I don't care that he actually did file retirement paperwork with the NFL. Means nothing to me. Tom Brady right now today can go out there and play for any team. And we know that Tom Brady was already attached in the past to the Dolphins. That was a real thing. Florio goes on, enter Tua. As I told Joe Rose yesterday morning on WQAM in Miami, it's disrespectful to Tua for Brady to talk about Tua's job so nonchalantly. It's especially disrespectful for Brady to do it given the history. Throughout 2021, until the trade deadline came and went, Tua had to deal with the possibility of the Dolphins trading for Deshaun Watson. As one source explained, not long after the 2021 season ended, former Dolphins coach Brian Flores was fixated on getting Watson. Also, after the 2021 season, it became obvious that Brady wanted to become the Miami quarterback for 2022. That was real with Sean Payton. A process of tampering that accumulated in the Dolphins not having a first-round pick in 5 days when the 2023 draft commences. Yeah, they were making it pretty clear. We want Tom Brady. Brady knows that history very well, and that history makes it even more important for Brady to not talk about Tua's job. It's also now important for Tua to get word to Tommy to shut the F up about Tua's job. That is the words of Mike Florio right there. It would be great to see Tua show that kind of fire, and he'd be fully justified in doing it. Whether Brady is keeping the door open or simply trying to keep people guessing, it's wrong for him to create the impression that he's sniffing around to his job. It's one thing for someone like me to say that publicly. It's quite another for Tua to say it directly to Brady. And Tua absolutely should. Even though Brady is Tua's elder by more than 2 decades. Also, Tom Brady's a better quarterback. Okay? Tom Brady, when it comes to quarterbacks, they're looking out for themselves. Why? It's because only one quarterback can play. And Tua knows, man, that he's injury prone. Tom Brady's not. He's not. I mean, there is definitely some hesitation, I believe, with investing in Tua in the future. He's undersized and he's injury prone and he's had quite a few concussions. Tom Brady's never had that problem. And also, if you actually have the opportunity to get the GOAT, if Tom Brady actually did come out and call up the Dolphins and say, hey, I want to play for you. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm figuring out a way. I don't believe that the Dolphins are going to win a Super Bowl with Tua. Not that he doesn't have the talent, but Tom Brady's Tom Brady, and also Tua just way, way, way too injury prone for my liking. But I understand where Florio is coming from. Tua needs to have that fight in him and say, hey, this is my team. This is my time. I was an MVP candidate last season. Tom Brady, you were not. I understand what Florio is actually saying. Also, Tom Brady's retired. Tua's not. But Tua did flirt with actually retiring for health reasons. But what do you guys think of this? What do you guys make of Mike Florio telling Tua, hey, you need to tell Tom Brady to just shut up? I can't imagine that happening. I can't imagine anybody telling Tom Brady to shut up. Notice the Dolphins aren't saying anything about it. I'm pretty sure behind closed doors, the Dolphins would absolutely love to have TB12 as their quarterback in 2023. Now, let's just say something happens to Tua this offseason. I hope he's okay. Not wishing anything bad on him. But let's say that that Tua went down with an injury that's going to keep him out the whole season. What are the odds that Tom Brady becomes the quarterback of the Dolphins? Let's say Tua went down right now at this moment with an injury that's going to keep him out all season. What are the odds that Tom Brady would be their quarterback in 2023? You know what? I said 30% right now. I would go all the way up to like 90%. I think Tom Brady wants to play, but I believe it has to be the right situation. And I know he's loving Florida. And he's right there. I believe he actually bought a house in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think the odds would actually jump up to 90% that TB12 would be the Dolphins quarterback in 2023. And then we'll have to see what happens after that. If he plays well, maybe he wants to stay there. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports 2 fans. Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.